In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a blog website with WordPress and ChatGPT. WordPress is the free software that we are going to use in order to create our website and also customize it just the way we want. And ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence platform that we are going to use in order to generate blog posts for our website. In this video, I'll show you how to get your very own custom domain name and web hosting. I'll also show you how to install WordPress on your website. Right here is the exact website we are going to be creating by the end of this tutorial. And I will show you how we can generate every single content on this website using ChatGPT. The text you see on the hero page right here is being generated using ChatGPT. If I scroll down to this very section, this text is also being generated using ChatGPT. Now if I go over to the About page, similarly, I've used ChatGPT to generate the About content. Isn't this cool? And the good thing about ChatGPT is that it is free to use, so you don't need to pay for anything. So every single content I have on this website is being generated using ChatGPT. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a fully customizable blog website to start blogging with. And to create this website, we are going to use only free resources. The only thing you need to pay for is a domain name and a web hosting, which is the standard for every website. This means that before your website goes live on the internet, you need to get a domain name and a web hosting that users can use to find your website. So if you love what you have seen so far, buckle up and let's get started with the step-by-step tutorial. Hello guys, this is Swadik here at Dikupages Web, where I do web tutorials just like this one. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. That said, let's jump into the video. To make any kind of website, you need to get a domain name and a web hosting, which is a standard for every website. Now, what is a domain name? A domain name is simply the address of your website. For example, your businessname.com, google.com, facebook.com, or even dikupages.com. Now, what is a web hosting? A web hosting is simply a server where all the text, images, videos, audios, and even documents of our website will be stored so that anybody around the world can have access to them on our website wherever they are. This server is sitting somewhere in the world which runs 24/7 so that our website will always be live across the internet. To get your very own custom domain name, click on the very first link in the description down below, or go over to your browser and enter dikupages.com/hostinga. Hit enter, and this will bring us to hostinga.com. At the moment, they are giving Black Friday discount, which is 81%. Apart from this 81%, I'll be giving you a coupon code that will give you additional 10% discount in a moment. Scrolling down to the hosting plans, right here we have the single plan, premium plan, business plan, as well as the cloud startup plan. Every single one of these plans come with their respective features. For this demonstration, let's take a look at the top features. With the single plan, you'll be able to create one website with a 50 GB of storage. You will also be able to create only one email account. However, you get unlimited free SSL certificates as well as unlimited bandwidth. And the price for these features start at $1.99 per month. With the premium package, the price starts at $2.49 per month, where you get 2 months free. With the premium package, you'll be able to create 100 websites with 100 GB of SSD storage. You also have weekly backups, free email accounts, unlimited free SSL certificates, unlimited bandwidth, as well as a free domain for 1 year. So the difference between the single and the premium is the number of websites you'll be able to create, the amount of storage you will get, number of email addresses you'll be able to create, and finally the free domain feature with the premium package. With the single, you don't get a free domain. The next plan is the business plan, which is the most popular plan, and the price starts at $3.49 per month, where you get additional 2 months for free. With the business package, you'll be able to create 100 websites with an increased performance up to 5 times than the business and single packages. you will get 200 GB of NVMe storage, which is faster than the SSD storage. You also have access to the rest of the features in the premium package with an additional feature of free CDN. Finally, we have the fourth package, which is the Cloud Startup, where the price starts at $8.99 per month. With the Cloud Startup, you'll be able to host 300 websites with a maximum performance speed up to 10 times than the rest of the packages. Everything else for the rest of the top features is the same as the business package, except that with the Cloud Startup, you'll be able to get a dedicated IP address. So choosing any of these packages will depend upon your requirements, that is the kind of website you want to create and the amount of websites you want to host. For this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and use the business package. So I go ahead and click on Add to Cart. From here, you can choose 1 month, 12 months, 24 months, or 48 months of hosting. And it should be noted that the higher you go, the lesser you pay. For instance, if you choose 12 months, where the price starts at $4.49, you'll be required to pay $11.99 when you are renewing. With the 24 months, the price starts at $3.99, where you'll be required to pay $9.99 when you are renewing. And then with the 48 months, the price starts at $3.49, where you'll be required to pay $8.99 per month when you are renewing. So you see that the higher you go, the lesser you pay. For this demonstration, I'm going to stick with the 48 months. Scrolling down, if you don't have an account with Hostinger yet, this is where you enter your email, then you go ahead and choose a password. Going down, you go ahead and enter in your information right here. Now right here under total, ideally we're supposed to pay $671.52, but because of the 75% discount right here, we are now paying $167.52. Apart from this, remember I said I will be giving you an additional 10% discount. So this is where you enter the coupon code for the discount. So I click right here and the coupon code is SWADIKU. Like this, that is SUADIKU. Then I click on apply. Coupon is applied and you see that we are now paying $150.77. And take note, this amount right here is for 48 months. And that is 4 years of hosting. Isn't this cool? Take note, on top right here, you need to select your payment method. I'll leave mine as credit card. Then I go ahead and fill in my credit card details. When all is set, you go ahead and click on Submit Secure Payment. And you'll be required to log into your Hostinger account. So I'll just go ahead and log into my account and meet you in a second. Upon login, right here, you can go ahead and claim your free domain. Or you can just go ahead and set up your hosting. You will still get the opportunity to claim your free domain. Whatever name you'll be seeing here will depend upon the package you selected when you were purchasing your hosting. In my case, I have the business web hosting. So I go ahead and click on Setup. Then I click on Start Now. And this is just a survey. Who are you creating the website for? I'll just go ahead and select the first one. I'm creating it for myself. I select this one. I am building it myself. And from here, you can also choose if it's an online store, a blog, a business website, a portfolio, or another type of website. Choosing any of these doesn't really matter. It's just a survey to tell Hostinger what kind of website you are creating. For now, I'll just go ahead and click on Skip. From here, you'll be required to create a new website or migrate your existing website. So if you have a website with another hosting provider and you want to migrate it to Hostinger, you just go ahead and click on Select. For this demonstration, we are creating a new website. So I click on Select. Here, you can choose to use Hostinger Builder with AI, or you can choose to build with WordPress with AI. I'm just going to go ahead and skip and start from scratch. As you can see here, you still have the opportunity to claim your free domain. You can also purchase a new domain or use an existing domain from another registrar. Since Hostinger is giving us a free domain, let's go ahead and claim it. So I click on Select under Claim a Free Domain. In here, I entered the domain I want to register for free. I'll just enter this domain. Under the extension, I drop down the arrow and I have the opportunity to choose any of these domain extensions, as you can see right here. For this demonstration, I'm going to use .com. Then I go ahead and click on search. Domain is available. I can change it or I can continue to claim my domain. So I click on continue. From here, you go ahead and enter your primary details, that is your country, and then you select if the website is personal or for a company. I'll just keep it as personal. Then I go ahead and click on next step. Since I'm registering a new domain, I'll be required to fill in these details. I'll just do it pretty quick and get back to you. I've entered all my details. I click on finish registration. From here, you can choose your server location, where you have the opportunity to choose any of these. For this demonstration, I'll just leave the default. Then I go ahead and click on finish setup. And now Hostinger is setting up my domain. Well done, you are ready. From here, you can choose to view your website, or you can go to the control panel. Now that we have claimed our domain, next let's go ahead and install WordPress on our website. To do that, we go over to manage site and that's control panel, which will open in a new tab. Right now, if you click on the name of your website right here, this is how your website will look like for now, meaning you don't have WordPress installed yet. So I exit from here, then I go ahead and click on auto installer. Since we are making a WordPress website, I just go ahead and click on select under WordPress. From here, you give your website a name, and this is my administrator's email. I can also go ahead and choose administrator username right here. I'll go ahead and change it, and then password, I enter in my password. Then I click on next. From here, I click on install, and WordPress will install in some few seconds, depending upon how fast your internet connection is. And now we are done installing our WordPress website. To log into your WordPress website, all you need to do is go ahead and click on admin panel, which will open in a new tab, and it will redirect you to your WordPress dashboard. Perfect. Now we have finished installing WordPress on our new domain, that is the domain we claim from Hostinger. The next thing we are going to do is do some basic setup and also clean up our dashboard. To do that, first of all, I go over to dashboard. I don't need all these widgets, so I go ahead and click on screen options, then I untick all these. Next, I go over to post, and you see that we have this hello world post. We don't need it. I click on trash. I go over to the trash. I empty the trash. Next, I go over to pages. We don't need this page. I trash it. I go over to the trash. Then I empty the trash. Next, we go over to appearance. Appearance is where you can choose a theme for your website. At the moment, we are having these 3 themes, and this is the active one, that is 2023 theme. If I go to the name of my website, right click on it, open link in a new tab, it will bring me to the front end, and this is the current theme we are using on our website. Now if I go back, since this is the active theme, it means we don't need the rest of these 2 themes. So let's go ahead and delete them. I click on theme details, delete, OK. Theme details, delete, OK. Unfortunately, we cannot delete this theme simply because we need an existing theme to work with, and I'll be showing you how you can take it off after we have installed the particular theme we want to use for our website. Next, let's go over to plugins. We have these 3 plugins which we don't need, so I'll just go ahead and select them. I click on bulk actions. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and deactivate them. Then I click on apply. Next, I select these 2 plugins, except Lightspeed Cache. Then I go over to bulk actions, click on delete, apply, OK, and they are gone. We'll be using this plugin, that is Lightspeed Cache, later on our website. With this plugin, you'll be able to optimize the speed of your website. So I'll only go ahead and activate it when I'm done creating my website. Next, let's go over to settings. Under general settings, this is where you can change the name of your website and also give it a site description. The name is okay, so I leave it as it is. The site description, I will say home security tips and tricks. Everything else is cool. I'll just go ahead and click on save changes. Next, I go over to permalinks. Under permalink structure, I want to make sure that it is set to post name so that I'll have clean URLs when I begin to create pages and blog posts. Going down, I click on save changes. And that's it on how we clean up and also set up our WordPress website. The next thing we are going to do is choose a theme for our website. Take note, a theme is the design and layout of your WordPress website. So to install a theme, we hover on appearance, then we click on themes. From here, we go ahead and click on add new. Right here, we have a bunch of themes we can choose from. For this demonstration, we are going to use the Blocksy theme. So I go over to search themes, then I search for Blocksy. I have Blocksy right here. I just hover on it, then I click on install. It is installed. I click on activate. The theme is installed and activated successfully. Now that we have installed the theme we want to use on our website, we can go ahead and delete this theme since we don't need it anymore. Delete. Okay. Now, after installing the Blocksy theme, on top right here, you see this notification which says, "Thanks for installing Blocksy." And it is recommended that we install a plugin which is called Blocksy Companion. With this plugin, you will have access to some custom extensions and demo templates. So what this means is that the Blocksy Companion plugin will add additional functionality to the Blocksy theme. I go ahead and click on Install Blocksy Companion. And now we have installed the Blocksy Companion plugin. Next, I click on Extensions. Then I will go ahead and activate widgets. Take note, you can use any of these extensions depending upon the kind of website you are creating. Maybe in future, we'll come back here and enable cookie consent. For now, let's stick to the widgets. So that's it on how we choose a theme for our website. Now it's time to add blog posts onto our website. If I go to the front end of my website, you see that at the moment it is empty. And this way our blog posts will show when we begin to add them. So going back to the back end, I hover on post, then I click on add new. It should be noted that this tutorial is going to show you how you can create a blog website. So we are not going to be talking about niches and how you select them. If you are watching this video now, it means that you already have your niche and you want to make a blog website for yourself. So in here, I enter the title of the blog post I want to write about. So I have how to keep your home secure. I'm going to be talking about home security. Next, right here is where I begin to enter the main content of my blog post. Take note, remember from the beginning, I said I'll be showing you how to use ChatGPT to generate blog posts for your website. So I'll go ahead and log into my ChatGPT account. To get started with ChatGPT, all what you need to do is head over to chat.openai.com. If you are new to ChatGPT, you'll be required to create an account for yourself. The process is pretty much easy to do. I already have an account on ChatGPT and I've logged into my account, and this is how it will look like when you log in. Right here, ChatGPT will show you the content you have generated using the platform. And in the main area is where your text will begin to show when you begin to generate content using ChatGPT. It should be noted that whatever information you'll be getting from ChatGPT will depend upon the prompt you have submitted into the system. I'm going to start by giving you the easiest way you can generate blog posts for your website. Now, if I come over to the text field right here, that is where I enter my prompt. So I will say, write me a 2000 word blog post. On the title, I put it in inverted commas. It doesn't really matter. I already copied the title to my clipboard. I'll just go ahead and paste it in. So this is my prompt. Write me a 200 word blog post on the title, how to keep your home secure. I go ahead and hit enter key on the keyboard. and ChatGPT will begin to generate the content for me, as you can see. So when you see stop generating right here, it means that it's still generating the content. Now let's see it in action at the bottom part. It's still generating. How fast it will generate will depend upon the speed of your internet connection. Now it has gotten to this end, and you see that as I have continued generating, it means that it has not finished yet. As you can see, I have a title here which is conclusion, and it has ended with just one line. So I click on continue generating. As you can see, it has continued. Perfect. If you are finding value so far, please give this video a thumbs up. It does help me out so that the video will be suggested to more people on YouTube and also benefit more people. Alright, let's continue. One thing you should also take notice is that, remember I prompted it to write a 2000 word blog post. Most of the times, the number of words you are instructing ChatGPT to write, you will not get the exact number of words. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and copy the entire blog post. I right click, copy, and I'm going to go ahead and take it to my Word editor. I'm using Microsoft Word. You can also use Google Docs. If I want to paste the exact text I've copied, I go over to the paste icon, drop down the arrow, then I choose merge formatting. And down here, Microsoft Word will tell me the number of words I have in my document, and that is 1214 words. So you see that it's not up to the 2000 words I specified. However, the number of words I have here is still good for a blog post. One thing you also notice is that it has provided me with table of content, which I don't really need because I will be generating the table of content automatically later on. So I just take this off. The next thing I'm going to do is apply heading tags to my headings. Introduction right here is a heading, so I select it. Then I go over to styles, I choose heading 2. I select this as well, choose heading 2. Going down, the next one is this, just click in there, I choose heading 2. So similarly, I'll do the same thing to the rest of the headings I have in my document. And finally, I have conclusion. Perfect. One thing you also notice about this article is that under every single heading, they have subheadings, which I can decide to expand. I can just also leave it as it is for now. Meanwhile, this numbering here, 1.1, 1.2, I don't really need them, so I'm going to take them off. I'll do this pretty quick and get back to you. Alright, I've put everything in shape. The next thing I want to do here is add a preamble. So I make a space under the title. Then I say, do you want to learn how to keep your home secure? Something like that. Maybe I can add, if your answer to this question is yes, then you are in the right place. Perfect. So ChatGPT has just given me the clue and I'm adding my own touches to it. Now what I do is I just copy everything. Then I come back to my website, click in here, then I go ahead and paste. I don't need this title, I already have it. Maybe I can add this, a comprehensive guide, on top right here. Then I take this off. Perfect. The next thing I do is create a category for my blog post. So I click on add new category, and this way I enter the name of my category. Since this blog post is a guide to those who want to secure their home, I'm going to call it beginner's guide. Going down, I click on add new category, and it is added and also selected. It should be noted that you can create as many categories as you want. Also, one blog post can belong to so many categories. You see that I have a particular category which is not selected, and that is blog. I've gotten this as a result of installing WordPress. Going down, I can also specify some tags. This is good for search engine optimization. So I can say home security. With tags as well, you can enter as many as you want. For now, I just enter only one tag. Going down, next I have featured image. I don't have that yet. I'll show you how I'll get my featured image in a moment. You can also enter in some assets, and we can use ChatGPT to generate that. So I'll go back to ChatGPT. I'm going to instruct ChatGPT to write an SEO friendly meta description. Meta description for the above blog post. Hit enter. You see that right here, how to fortify your home. I'm going to replace it with the title of my blog post. So first of all, I go ahead and copy everything. Then I come back in here, I paste it. I'll say learn how to keep your home secure. Perfect. For now, all is set. I'll go ahead and click on publish and publish again to publish my blog post. And it is published. Now if I view the post, I'll just right click here, open link in a new tab. This is how my blog post will look like. Now if you go over to the URL, after the domain name, it says how to keep your home secure, a comprehensive guide. I don't really need a comprehensive guide. So I go back in here, I exit from here, going up, I'm going to go ahead and change the URL. So I just click on it right here. From here, I take off what I don't need. Then I click aside to take effect. I go ahead and update. Now if I go back there, I can exit from here. You see that I now have how to keep your home secure. And you always want to make sure that you keep your URLs very short. Now if I go to the front end of my website by clicking on the name, you see that I now have my blog post showing on the home page. However, we don't have a featured image as yet. So let me show you how we can add a featured image on our blog post. To do that, I'm going to use a royalty-free website, that is pexels.com. Pexels.com is a platform where you can get free images for your website, and they provide royalty-free images, so you don't need to worry about copyright issues. I'm going to search for home security. Hit enter. From here you see beautiful images you can use. Maybe I want to select this even though I don't intend to use it. After it has opened, I can get more image ideas down here below. Alright, I think I will use this. So just click on it, then you go ahead and click on free download. Or better still, you can drop down the arrow right here, then you choose the particular size you want. Apart from these dimensions, you can also select a custom dimension. For this, I'm going to use 1000 pixels by 600 pixels. Then I go ahead and click on download selected size. It is downloaded. Now let's go ahead and upload our image. So I go back to my blog post and I'm going to rename it using the title of my post. So I'll just select everything, copy it. Scrolling down, I click on set featured image. Upload files, select files, and this is the image. I can rename it from here. Then I go ahead and paste in the title, select it back, then click on open, and it is uploaded. One thing I can also do is enter the alt text. So I'll paste in the same title, and this is good for SEO. I can do the same thing right here and here as well. Then I go ahead and click on set fitted image. It is set. I click on update. Now if I go to the front end of my website and refresh, you will now see that I have a featured image. Awesome. If I open the blog post, inside the blog post you see that I don't have the featured image being displayed. There's a way you can show it, and I'll show you how you can display it when we begin to design our website. Now if you look at the blog post, you see that I have subtitles, but the content under each one of them are very scanty. So we can instruct ChatGPT to expand all the headings we have right here. So going back to ChatGPT, I can start from top, that is this one, entry points. All what I need to do is copy it and then use it to prompt ChatGPT to expand this particular text for me. So I'll just go ahead and highlight it, copy, then come in here. Take note, there are several ways you can do this. You can just ask ChatGPT to expand this particular phrase right here. Or you can also instruct ChatGPT to write some number of words you want for this particular subtopic. First of all, let's do the first one. So I'll just say expand. Then I go ahead and paste in the text, hit enter. Let's see it in action by clicking on the down arrow. So you see how it is expanding it. So it will give you more detailed about the phrase we have just entered, and now it's done. You see that it has expanded the entry points into much detail. One other thing you can do, that is the second method, is by telling ChatGPT to write some number of words you want if you don't want it to be this lengthy. So I can say expand, then I go ahead and paste it in to, so I'm saying expand entry points to maybe 100 words, something like that. Then I hit enter. And ChatGPT will do exactly that. Sometimes, remember, it may be more than the number of words you have specified, or it will be less. So the decision to expand it whichever way you want will depend upon your requirements. So if you want to expand every single heading right here, you do the same thing in order to get more text on your blog post. And that is what I am going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and add the content and get back to you. Also, I'll use the same procedure I've used in order to add more content onto my website. And I'll suggest you do the same. Since you have ChatGPT, you don't need to worry about generating the content. All what you need to do is just plug in your blog post title and ChatGPT will generate the content for you. So I'll get back to you when I'm done generating my blog post. Alright, I've added more blog posts onto my website. As you can see, this is the first one we added, and I've added 5 more blog posts. So that's it on how you can create blog posts for your website. Now it's time to design our website. As you can see, for now our website is very plain and boring. We don't even have pages for our website. If we go to the back end, then we go over to pages. You see that at the moment we don't have any pages. We only have this home page we are seeing right now, even though it's not a default home page. There's no way we can edit this page to suit our needs. So what we are going to do is design our website. And don't worry, we are not going to do any technical thing. I'm just going to give you a template that you will install onto your website, and you will have a professional and beautiful blog. So to install the template, first of all, we are going to download it. And to download it, we go over to this web address, dikupages.com/Dikupages blog. Take note, the URL is dikupages.com/Dikupages blog. Hit enter, and it will take you to this very page. Take note, the template is $25, and right now there's a discount and it's going for $11. But don't worry, you are not going to be paying anything. If we go down and add it to the cart, then I go ahead and view the cart, or I can come here and view it from here. Either way, it will take you to the same place. Right here, you see that I have coupon code. All what you need to do is click in here, then you enter Dikupages blog. Make sure there's no spaces. Then you go ahead and click on apply coupon code. And you now see that the total is 0. From here, you go ahead and proceed to checkout in order to download the template. When it is downloaded, you see something like this. Then you go ahead and extract it. It's going to be a zip file. Then you get this folder. Just go ahead and open it up. Then you see these 2 files. This is what we are going to be uploading onto our website. First of all, I exit from here. And the next thing I do is go ahead and install a plugin. And we are going to install a plugin called Elementor. And the reason is that the template we are going to be using is being created using Elementor. So I go to the back end of my website. I hover on plugins, click on add new. Under search plugins, I search for Elementor. Elementor is a simple drag and drop page builder that you can use to design your website visually. I have it right here. I click on install now. Then I go ahead and activate. The plugin is installed and activated successfully, and it will take us to this page. We don't need to go through the setup. Just go ahead and click on the X icon right here to take you to your dashboard. Because we have installed the Elementor page builder, we are seeing these widgets. I can just take it up by going to screen options. Then I go ahead and exit it from here. And you see that we have Elementor right here. Just hover on it, then click on settings. Under settings, we click on features. Going down to Flexbox container. At the moment, it's set to default. We drop down the arrow, then we choose active. Going down, we click on save changes. Next, we go over to tools. Then we go ahead and click on import export kit. Right here, we have export template kit. So if you already have a website built with Elementor, here's where you can export it as a template kit. Right now, we want to import one. So we go ahead and click on start import under import a template kit. From here, we can select to upload our files. I have it right here. Take note, it's not this one. You need to open the one you have extracted, and that is this folder. I open it up, and inside it you see Dikupages underscore blog underscore kit. I just select it, then I click on open. There's a warning here. You don't need to worry about it. Just go ahead and click on continue. And you see that the template kit is going to install additional plugin apart from the Elementor plugin. We click on next. You don't need to do anything here. Just make sure that these two are selected. Then you click on import. And now Elementor will begin to do its thing at the background. When you see this notification, just go ahead and click on enable. And you patiently have to wait for it to finish installing. It should be noted that how fast it will install will depend upon the speed of your internet connection. Alright, your kit is now live on your website. I can click here to see it live. I'll just go ahead and close it from here, and it will take me to my dashboard. After installing it, you see that a new menu has been added, and that's the additional plugin that comes with the template kit. Now if I go over to the name of my website, right click, open link in a new tab. This is how the new look and feel of my website will be. Perfect. So now I have a menu for my website where we have about, blog, contact, and home. I'll show you how we can rearrange this later on. We also have this cool banner where you can enter in your own content. And I'll be showing you how we can generate all this for our website using ChatGPT. One thing you will notice is that here you see that I have this blog post which is not part of my original blog post. So the template will come with some dummy contents. All what you need to do is go ahead and take them off, as you can see right here. My original blog post starts from here, as you can see. So what I do first of all is go to the back end of my website. Then I go over to post. Here you will know the blog post you have created and those that come with the template kit. So the very top ones came with the template kit, and I think there are only 4. I just select them up. I go over to bulk actions, move to trash, apply. I can go over to the trash, then I empty the trash completely since I don't need that. Perfect. Now I am left with my 6 blog posts. Now if I go to the front end and refresh, you will now see my very own blog post right here. Perfect. Now if I open any of my blog posts like this one, you see that it's still the same way as it was. We don't have any sidebars, and we don't also see our featured image right here. The next thing we are going to do is add another file that will change the look and feel of our blog post. To do that, we click on customize. Next we go over to general. Down here we click on manage options. Under import options, go ahead and click on click or drop to upload a file. Take note, this is the one we imported earlier. That is the zip file. This time around, we are going to go ahead and import this one. This one is not a zip file, it is a DAT file. So I select it and I click on open. When you upload, you won't see anything until you click on import customizations. After clicking, just patiently wait. It will begin to upload. As you can see, it's loading now. When it is finally loaded, you will now see that the look and feel of our blog post will change, and we now have a sidebar at the left side of our blog post, as you can see right here. Also on top, you see that we have our featured image, which is kind of cool. Now if I exit from here, and now you see the new look and feel of my blog website. One thing you also notice is that the font has changed. So everything we are seeing here is as a result of the template kit we have imported. Perfect. So that's it on how we can design our website using our free template kit. The next thing we are going to do is customize our website. As you can see on top here, the name of our website has changed as a result of the template kit we have imported. But the menu is looking cool. We have the home page, the blog page. Let's go there and check. For now, we don't have our blog posts being shown on the blog page. I will show you how to display them in a moment. We also have the about page, which is having information about the template kit we have used. So I'll show you how we can use ChatGPT to generate content for your about page. Finally, we have the contact page. Now we're showing you how we design all this. So let's go ahead and customize our website. To do that, we go ahead and click on customize. And the first thing we are going to deal with is change the name of our website. To do that, I just hover on it, then I click on this blue icon. If you have a logo you want to use, you can go ahead and do that. For now, I'm just using simple text as my logo. So going down, I go ahead and change the site title to the name of my website. Next, I change the site tagline. I have it copied to my clipboard. I'll just go ahead and paste it in. If you don't need the site tagline, you can just go ahead and toggle it off from here. And I think that is what I'm going to do. I'll just leave this to make it look clean. Remember, our blog posts are not being shown on the blog page. Let's see how we can make it show. So if you click in there, you see that it's empty. So I scroll up, then I click on back, going down to home page settings. You see that under post page, it is empty. Just go ahead and drop down the arrow, then choose blog. And you will now see your blog post right here. Perfect. The next thing I'm going to do is add a shortcut icon for my website. So I go back, then I click on site identity. I click on select site icon. I don't have it anywhere in my media library. I go over to upload files, select files. I have it in my downloads folder. I have it right here. Select it, then I click on open. It is uploaded. I click on select. And you will see it right here. Perfect. The next thing I'm going to do is choose colors for my website. As you can see, my hover color is this red color, and the active color is also this. If I hover on this button, you see that the hover color is red as well as here. So all the links upon hover, they will be red. So let's see how we can change that. To do that, I go back, scrolling up, I click on colors. And this is where we have all the colors of our website. Now if I drop down the arrow right here, at the moment I'm using color palette 1. If I choose palette 2, this is how it will look like. And all the colors will run through. And it should be noted that you can change individual colors from here if you wish. But I'm going to maintain my color palette 1, and I'm only going to go ahead and change color 4. So you can just choose the color from here upon clicking on whichever one you want, like this. So if I hover now, you see that my hover color is now green. If you also know the color code to the particular color you want to use, you can just go ahead and enter it in here. And that is what I'm going to do. And the code I'll enter is 0000FF. And it will give me this blue color. Perfect. And that is the same blue color I have on my shortcut icon right here. The next thing I'm going to do is customize my sidebar. As you can see, I have a whole lot of widgets in here. Up here, I have this search fields. I'm not going to use it. I have another one down here. I also have recent posts. I don't need that. I have recent posts right here. So let's go ahead and take off what we don't need. To do that, I go back, scrolling down, I click on widgets, and I'll select main sidebar. Click on got it. So this way you can take off the widgets you don't need. I'll just select the first one. Upon selecting it, you see this bar right here. Just click on these three dots, that's options, then click on delete, and you see that it's gone. I'll do the same thing to this one. Just select it, the three dots, click on delete, it's gone. Now if you are going to select it, don't just click inside here to select only the title. If you want to select the entire widget, just click around the edge. You see that it has selected the three dots, delete. So now I have my search fields, my recent blog posts. I think they are being repeated. I'll just delete the top ones. So I select the search field, I take it off, and finally categories. So this is what I want. Going down, next let's go ahead and customize our footer menu. You see that the menu is not in order like we have on top here. I want it to appear like home, blog, about, and then contact. Here you see that it is being mixed up. So to customize it, we go back, then go ahead and click on menus, and that is the footer menu. Just select it. Here you see that the menu is in order. We have home, blog, about, and contact. So the problem is not from here. So what we are going to do is go ahead and hover on it, then click on the blue icon right here. Under select menu, we drop down the arrow, then we choose footer. Now if we scroll down, you see that it's now in order. Perfect. The last thing we are going to work on is the social icons, and I can select it from here just by clicking on it. At the moment I have YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So if there's a particular social media icon you want to add which is not here, all you need to do is drop down the arrow here, then you search for the one you want. For instance, if I enter Pinterest, I have it right here. Just select it, then click on the plus icon, and it is added right here. If there's a particular one you don't need, you can just go ahead and exit it. So for instance, for now I'll leave only YouTube and Facebook, as you can see. Meanwhile, at the moment there are no links for them, so let me show you how you can enter the links. I go back, then I go over to general. Next I go over to social network accounts. Going down, I search for Facebook. I have it right here, so I'll enter the link https://facebook.com/, then I enter the name of my page. For now I'll just enter Dikupages. Similarly, I do the same thing for the rest of the social media icons. The next one I have is YouTube, and since I don't have that, I'll just leave it as empty, or I can enter hashtag just to keep the space. So now all is set. I click on publish to save my work, and I can exit from here. Perfect. So now if I go to the blog page, you see all my blog posts. Awesome. And I also have my cool sidebar. The search field here is having this Ajax feature. If I begin to search, it will pull out all the blog posts where I have home in them. Perfect. Similarly, the search icon right here will do the same thing. So I type home, it will pull out all the blog posts that has the keyword home in them. Awesome. So that's it on how we customize our website. Now that we are done customizing our website, the next thing we are going to do is add content for our website. At the moment we are seeing this dummy content, we don't need it. So we just go ahead and generate content for our website. To do that, we are going to use ChatGPT. So I am back in ChatGPT and I'll go ahead and click on new chat. So I'll go ahead and enter in my prompt. This is the prompt I'm going to use to generate my content. And the first one I'm generating is a landing page content. So the prompt goes like this: write me a landing page content for my blog website. The name of the website is Safe Nest Hub and the website is about home security. I hit enter and ChatGPT will generate the content for me, as you can see. It should be noted that we are looking for a landing page content, so we may not need all this information right here. Simply go ahead and go through and pick the particular information you will need for your landing page. That is the home page. The first one I'm going to pick is this. I'll just select it, copy. Then I go back to my website. Take note, our page is being built with Elementor, and make sure you are on the home page. Then you go ahead and click on edit with Elementor. I'll just exit from here and here as well. The first one I edit is this. So instead of welcome to Dikupages, it will be welcome to the name of your website, like this. Next, I edit this and I'm going to go ahead and enter in the text I copied. So I don't need the welcome again. I just take it off and it will be your ultimate home security resource. So in your case, it will depend upon the prompt you have given ChatGPT to give you the text accordingly. Going back to ChatGPT, I'll copy this match. Coming back in here, select this. Then I take off what I have and paste in what I've copied from ChatGPT. Are you concerned about the safety and security of your home and loved ones? Look no further. You've just stepped into the digital haven for all things related to home security, and that is from Safe Nest Hub. And next I have this call to action, that is learn more. I select it. At the moment it's not being linked to any page, and I'm going to go ahead and link it to my blog page. So I take off this hashtag, I type in blog, it will give me the best match. I click on blog to enter the link. So now if users click on this button, it will take them to the blog page of my website, which is kind of cool. If you want to change the color of the button, you can easily go over to style. Under normal, you see that I have color, that is the background color. If I click in here, I can choose whichever color I want, like this. As you can see, that is the normal color. And the hover color, I can change it from here. I have it right here, background color. Can choose whichever color I want. Now if I hover, you see how it looks like, but I'm not going to change it. I'll just keep the original colors. So I make sure the hover color is set to white, perfect, and the normal color. So to use the colors from your theme, make sure you click on this globe icon. Then from here you can choose your colors. So I choose this color 4, perfect. Similarly, if you want to change the background color right here, just click on the 6 dots icon from here and it will give you edit container. Next you go over to style, and this is where you can change the color from, as you can see. If you know the color code, you can simply go ahead and enter it in here. I want it to be black, so I make sure I select my dark color. Going down, let's go ahead and enter some content right here, and I'm going to repeat this title here. I just copy it from here. Going down, I select it, then I go ahead and paste in the new one. Going back to ChatGPT, I'm going to go ahead and select the whole of this, and I'll take it in here. I just select it by clicking inside, click in here, select all, delete, then I go ahead and paste in my new content. Next, I link this button to my blog page just by clicking on it, and I'll do the same thing as I did earlier on. I type blog. To get the perfect match, just click on it to insert the link. Going down, I do the same thing right here. Remove hashtag, type in blog, get the perfect match, click on it to insert the link. Now let's deal with the blog post. Now the very first one right here, that is the big one. If I hover on it, I click on the pencil icon right here. The most important thing here is query build. Just click on it and you see that the source is post. We also have pages, so if you want to see pages, this is where you just select it, and I don't think we need that. You see that it's just giving us this boring thing, so make sure it is set to post, and the limit I've set it to only 1. Now if I increase it just by clicking on the up arrow, you see that I have 2 posts now, which is not beautiful as you can see. So I'll just limit it to 1, and I'm showing my latest blog post. If I scroll down to order by, at the moment it is set to date. That is the reason why I'm seeing my latest blog post right here. So if you want to change it, just drop down the arrow and choose the particular one you want. Now this section where I have editors pick, if I hover on it, I click on the pencil arrow, and it is the same feature I use. It's just that this time around it is having a different layout. Now if I go to query build, it is also coming from blog posts, and the limit is set to 3, and I have offset. Now if I take off the offset, you will notice that my latest blog post is also added, which I've already gotten here, so I don't want it to be repeated. That's why I enter in 1, so that it will take off the last blog post I've added. That is the meaning of the offset. Now if I scroll down to order by, it is set to number of comments. So the blog post that is being displayed here will depend upon the number of comments it has. At the moment I don't have any comments on them, meanwhile they are being shown here, and the reason is that it is displaying the blog post that has much clicks. So apart from the number of comments, it will also depend upon the number of clicks a particular blog post will get. That will make it to show here. Now the title here, editor's pick. If you don't want to use it, or if you want to change it, make sure you scroll up from here, then you choose settings. Under section title, right here you see that I have editor's pick. If I enter, for instance, latest post, you see that it will be displayed right here. So if you want to change it, this way you can do that. I'll just maintain the editor's pick. Going down, similarly, you do the same thing right here. It's also using the same feature. It's just that this time around I'm using 4 columns, and I've instructed it to show 8 blog posts. Let me show you. I click on the pencil icon. You see that it is set to 4 columns. If we scroll down to query build, I'm displaying 8 blog posts. Meanwhile, I don't have 8 blog posts yet, and you see that I have 2 spaces left. If I'm able to add more blog posts, these 2 spaces will be filled up. Now if I go over to layout, I'm going to change it from 4 columns to 3 columns. Upon changing it to 3 columns, if I get more blog posts, 2 will be dropped down right here, simply because I've instructed it to show 8 blog posts. So what I do is go over to query build, and I change it to 6, so that even if I have more blog posts, I'll still be seeing 6 blog posts right here, which is kind of cool. All is set for my home page. I click on update to save my changes. I exit from here by going to the hamburger menu right here, then click on view page. And now we are done adding content for our home page. Next, let's go over to the about page. For the blog page, we already saw how to display the various blog posts on that page. Upon clicking on the about page, make sure you click on edit with Elementor. Now let's go back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to go ahead and copy the whole of this text. Reading through it, everything is good for my about page, so I'll just go ahead and copy it. Come back in here, I select the text from here, select it, take off everything, then I go ahead and paste in the new content. Perfect. All is set. I click on update. It is updated. I exit from here by going to the hamburger menu, click on view page, and now my about page is intact. Finally, let's go over to the contact page, then click on edit with Elementor. If you want to change this text, get in touch with us, just select it, then you can change it from here. From here, you can go ahead and enter in your email by selecting it. You can change the title from here, and the description is where you enter the actual email. So I'll enter info@safenesthub.com. If I want my user to be able to contact me through phone, then I'll go ahead and enter in my phone number right here. But I don't want to use phone, so what I do is I just right click on the pencil icon right here, then I click on delete to take it off. I only want users to be able to contact me through my email. Next, I have these social icons. I just select it by clicking on the pencil icon, and this way I enter the links to my social icons, as you can see. So just click on the particular one you want to enter the link for, then you remove the hashtag, then go ahead and enter the actual link. Let me enter the link to my Facebook page to show you how it is done. https://facebook.com/Dikupages, like this. Similarly, you do the same thing to the rest of them. I'm going to be using YouTube and Facebook, so I take off Twitter and LinkedIn. If there's a particular one you want to use which is not here, this way you can add it just by clicking on add item. By default, when you try to add, it will give you WordPress. Just go ahead and click on the logo, then you choose the particular social icon you want. So if I enter Instagram, I have it right here. Select it, click on insert, and you see that I have Instagram right here. Perfect. I don't need it, so I take it off. All is set. I click on update, then I exit out of here by going to the hamburger menu, then click on view page. We are done adding content onto our website, and now we have come to the end of creating our blog website using WordPress and ChatGPT. If you want to learn how to submit your website to search engines for better results, stick around to watch this video on your screen right now.